Good evening. We invite our audience to follow the English news bulletin on the Nam Province Essential Television channel. On August 27th, in Beijing, China, Prime Minister Phạm Minh attended the Vietnam Cooperation on Strategic Transport Infrastructure Development and the role of Vietnamese and Chinese enterprises conference. Also attending the conference were Vice Premier of State Council of China, Trang Kuo-chin. Speaking at a conference, Prime Minister Phạm Minh emphasized that developing strategic transport infrastructure connectivity between Vietnam and China holds special significance. This need arises objectively as two countries share mountains and rivers, facilitating people-to-people exchanges, flow of goods, regional and international connectivity. The Prime Minister highlighted numerous positive outcomes in transport infrastructure cooperation between the two countries, but also candidly acknowledged the cooperation results have not yet matched the potential and aspiration of both sides. After pointing out several practical lessons learned, the Prime Minister proposed that both countries should create a breakthrough in strategic transport infrastructure development cooperation, contributing to concretizing high-level agreement between the two nations through specific projects and products. In particular, it is necessary to complete the legal framework to develop, prioritize, and key areas identified by both sides, establish mechanisms and policies for mobilizing resources from the government, people, and enterprises, and cooperate in providing mutual support in preferential capital, advanced technology, smart management, and human resource training. Continuing the seventh session on the morning of June 27th, the National Assembly voted to pass the law on road traffic safety and order. Previously, the National Assembly voted in favor of the regulation prohibiting the driving of vehicles participating in road traffic with alcohol concentration in the blood or breath. Before voting on the entire law, the delegates voted on the prohibition driving a vehicle participating in road traffic with alcohol concentration in the blood or breath, Clause 2, Article 9. Accordingly, there were 357 out of 448 National Assembly deputies who voted to press the yes button. 69 deputies did not approve and 22 deputies did not vote. After that, the National Assembly passed the entire law on road traffic order safety with 388 out of 450 National Assembly deputies voting in favor. In addition to inheriting the provisions of law on prevention and control of harms of alcohol and beer and Decree 400 with the maintenance of alcohol concentration of 0, the new law has also supplemented regulation on the auction of car license plates and expanded the auctions of motorcycle and transport business vehicles. The law also promptly supplements regulation for type of business cars transporting students and preschool children must have a device to record image of students and preschool children, and a device with the function of warning and preventing children from forgetting on the vehicle. This law takes effect from January 1st, 2025. On June 27th, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Boards Committee, Võ Phong Phi, chaired a meeting to agree on the content to be presented at a mid-year regular session of the 10th Provincial People's Council in 2024. At the meeting, the Provincial People's Committee agreed to present 22 items under jurisdiction of 8 departments and sectors at the mid-year regular session of Provincial People's Council in 2024. These items include the level of expenditure to support participation in literacy eradication, the implementation of illiteracy eradication in the Nam Province, the regulation on support and remuneration policy for teachers at public educational institutions in the Nam Province in the period of 2023-2025, promulgating the level of support for rabies vaccination for dogs and cats in the Nam Province in the period of 2024-2028, supplementing solutions to implement social, economic, defense, and security tasks in the last 6 months of 2024 of Provincial Board Committee. Speaking at a meeting, Vice Chairman of Provincial Board Committee Võ Phong Phi emphasized that immediately after the meeting, the relevant departments and sectors must urgently complete the proposal to advise the Provincial Post Committee to sign and send them to the Provincial Post Council on June 28th for examination, as well as report to the Public Committee of Provincial Post Committee to seek opinions from Provincial Public Standing Committee before presenting them at a session. On June 27th, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Brussels, Belgium, to attend the European Union-EU summit, and is expected to sign new security agreements. This summit is seen as a starting point for negotiations regarding Kyiv's accession to the EU. According to the new agreement, for the first time, all 27 EU member states have committed to continuing support in areas related to security and defense for Ukraine for many years to come, such as providing weapons, military training, defense cooperation, demonetization, and various other aids. Additionally, these commitments will remain in effect even after Ukraine joins the EU. This agreement is a part of significant EU efforts to have Kyiv withstand the conflict with Russia, but also reinforces a series of similar bilateral security agreements that Ukraine has achieved with Western allies. To date, Kyiv has signed 17 security agreements and will continue to seek more agreements in the near future. Citing hostile policies from the US and its allies, Russia has warned that it may be forced to downgrade diplomatic relations with Western countries. In an interview with Investia published on June 27, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov declared, "We have not yet taken such a step, despite anything related to the most chaotic period in our relation with the West. Is a decision to downgrade diplomatic relations feasible? I can say that we are considering this issue. Such decisions are made at the highest level." Deputy Minister Ryabkov warned that the West's sense of immunity of the international stage will ultimately force Russia to retaliate more decisively if the situation doesn't change. He noted that the delivery of weapons to Ukraine and efforts to confiscate Russian assets abroad have undermined potential dialogue in other areas, such as arms control. You have just watched English news on the Central Television Channel of the province. Goodbye and see you again.